Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Jinx, and I'll be facing off against the Aurelion Sol adventure from the Legends of Arcane Campaign. Remember this campaign? They released the Spirit Blossom one and then I completely forgot about it. But I remembered I haven't actually beaten Aurelion Sol with all the champions I needed to get the full rewards out of it. I still need to beat it with a Demacia and a Piltover Zone champion, and I figured who better than Jinx, right? It's a 6-star adventure. I 6-star Jinx a while back, but I haven't really played around with her that much. So yeah, let's see how she fares against Aurelion Sol. I think she'll do fine. I have the loose cannon's payload, so if she levels up immediately on summon, and Pow Pow is a very good card. Chemtech Duplicator to duplicate the amount of spells I play once I reach 6 mana gems, which will happen, definitely, and Luden's Tempest because Jinx cares about a lot of spellcasting, or I mean, at least with this setup, she does. Day of Judgment. When you play a 5 power ally, it deals 3 to all enemies. If it's a 10 power champion, it strikes all enemies instead. None of my allies are actually 5 or more at 5 or more power, so this would be completely useless for me. I don't want to collect a bounty, I would much rather have the epic version of this. And so many friends doesn't really do much for me, so let's reroll. Cosmic Creator. When you create a card, grant it a rare or epic item. Each round, copy the first fleeting unit or spell you play. If you have the attack token, summon a Powder Monkey. We create a lot of Pow Pows, so let's give those Pow Pows a rare or created or a rare or epic item. Rocket Border, Boom Crew Rookie, Pow Pow, yeah. I'll keep everything but the Amateur Aeronaut. Unfortunately, it's the worst card in the deck. And the 2 mana 4/4 with a keyword is also meh. But the Amateur Aeronaut is just terrible. Now here I have the choice of, do I want to drop down the Jinx right away and get a bunch of Pow Pows? Or do I want to play some cards first? I think I want to go Boom Crew Rookie first, just because it deals 4 on attack. Then I go for the Jinx, level her up immediately, get the Pow Pows, get the Super Mega Death Rockets. Look at the amount of stuff the Pow Pows have on them. Damn. Anyway, let's start blasting. We already have 6 mana thanks to Karma's effect, so we're just going to blow the opponents up. Kind of wanted to have Jinx on board for this, but it's still a decent amount of damage to deal. Damn, that's a lot of Zoes. Well, anyway, let's attack.
Act with conviction. Better run.
Is the opponent just going to die here? Actually, he is. Damn. A 1-turn kill. I guess I had 10 mana to play with with a champion that had Chemtech Duplicator, so that's to be expected. But it was still a lot quicker than I anticipated. Nope. All of these are bad. Can I get a burn spell, please? I guess Aloof Travelers. Just because it's a bit of disruption to the opponent's hand. But it's not great. Okay, now this is good. Ezreal, Static Shock, True Shot Barrage. True Shot Barrage is a bit slow, but Static Shock and Ezreal are decent. Especially because I can go Ezreal into Jinx. Let's head towards the healer encounter. I want to remove the bad cards from my deck as soon as possible, since this is an aggressive champion. I should have tossed the jury rig, my bad. Since this is an aggressive champion I'm playing, it's important to have the extra or the consistency. Let's attack. Ooh. Removing my Azrael right away. That's annoying, especially because I don't get the benefit off of the what's it called? The rally. Can deal 14 to something, but I don't really want to. I can just play Jinx, clear most of the board with the Super Mega Death Rocket. Hope the opponent doesn't attack right away. Let's do this. Doesn't matter what I get here. Let's blow everything up. He's probably still going to attack with these two. Actually no, they all die, I forgot. Double the spell damage and all my spells deal 1 extra damage, so yeah, that's just straight up board clear. Our Jinx is very close to death too. But it's fine. Just have to hope the opponent doesn't have removal for Jinx. Except he's in Piltover End Zone, so the odds of him having removal are very high. Never mind, he didn't have removal somehow. Well, I've proven that my Jinx is clearly superior. Eager Apprentice, Ravenous Flock, Pharaoh's Financer. Eager Apprentice drawing a spell is pretty decent actually. Makes a bad card significantly better. Let's cut the Amateur Aeronaut. We'll go from there. Amateur Aeronaut is such a bad card in this deck. Like, they couldn't even bother with giving it a decent item, like draw a spell or something. They just gave it the support item, which doesn't really have any synergy with our game plan of just wanting to burn the opponent down with spells or rushing them down with units. Anyway, the opponent's not getting a board here because I can just remove that thing with the Mystic Shot. I could pop out that thing down, but that seems overkill. I'll just save it for the next turn. Yeah, let's play the Jinx, I don't care. It clears most of the opponent's board, and by that I mean it kills one of the opponent's units and then sets up so I can Super Mega Death Rocket the Poppy down. Especially because I got lucky and got Elixir of Sorcery on the Super Mega Death Rocket. In fact, that might actually be enough to close out the game with the rocket damage alone. Actually no, the opponent survives with 4 health. Three health.
Now it's a party.
Let's drop this down. Sure. Ooh, 1 more man and I could True Shot Barrage the opponent down. I guess I'll just have to dissatisfied with killing him with Boom Crew Rookie. I could also pop out that Poro down, but this is funnier. Force the opponent to take a bunch of damage off of the Boom Crew Rookie instead of exactly one. Defective swap bot, patrol wardens, practical perfectionist. Nope. Get excited, applies this gloom instead of damage. I think they fixed the interaction with gloom, so that item is a bit better. Get excited, pyromantic wake. Yep, that's 3 mana deal 6 to the opponent's nexus. Since we're going to get a shop right after this encounter, I might as well just take this opportunity to remove the bad cards from my deck, like the aloof travelers.
My blade thirsts.
Now Tryndamere. Tryndamere is might actually be a bit of a challenge, because I will need to clear his entire board at once, so he doesn't start reviving stuff with Tough, Overwhelm, and Fearsome. And units with Tough just straight up block the cheap damage from the what's the worst that could happen.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
Pledge to send one.
Scarthane Stefan. Let's Mystic Shot down the opponent's Nexus.
Just enough.
Sure.
That's decent. If I do ever get to play it, which I don't think will happen because I'm just going to play the Jinx here.
Jinx? Stands
Discard my entire hand. I unfortunately don't kill the opponent's entire board,
Another day.
but I do trigger his power. So at the very least I can do this here.
Just another.
Remove that thing. Do I take the 8? I heal back up to full after this. I'm going to take the 8. Just so I can double Super Mega Death Rocket the opponent. Deal as much damage to his Nexus as possible. Buff our Azrael a little bit.
Now it's a party.
We have too many cards in hand. We're already burning stuff. We don't even get the Azrael off. Or we don't even get the Azrael power off. Let's just pow the Tryndamere down, right? I think I can do it.
I'm not done.
42 damage. 12, actually 11 times 5, it's definitely more than 42. But the opponent did drain a significant portion of my resources here. Well, I set it up so that the opponent's very close to death anyway, to the point where I can just
Take what we need.
get excited him down without even have to target him directly, in fact.
They don't know what they're up against.
Ooh, that would have been relevant a couple of turns ago. There,
Easy.
wasn't even a
Like my
challenge.
name.
I only took 8 because I felt greedy and didn't want to waste my removal on the Yeti. Turns out it was the correct choice because I ended up needing all of those extra pow-pows just to deal with the Tryndamere. Siphoning Strike is funny, but it's not good. Ardent Sensor Mystic Shot is good because we do generate Mystic Shots off of the Azrael. Justice is not great. Let's reroll. I want the power. Greater Blessing of Targon in hand. You know what? Let's forgo the power. I don't need it. And I'll pick up the Mystic Shot and move on. Fiora or Jhin? Let's go for the Jhin.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Jhin cares about units striking his Nexus, but we won't really do that much striking of the opponent's Nexus. Most of our damage is going to come from just burning him down. No Jinx. Okay then, I'll play Ezreal.
World's a big place. Let's see all of it.
I'll play Ezreal. I'll pass.
I have prepared something very special.
Seriously? I can save the Ezreal. But it's still annoying that the opponent's forcing me to do this. Ooh, that was lucky. Scrap Scuttler capturing the Jhin. Now he needs to play now he needs to play another Jhin,
My first big mission.
which he might not have. Let's do this. Draw a bit. Buff up the Ezreal.
Backfired. Hear that?
Also contribute towards Ezreal level up. He's releasing the Jhin,
Gotcha. Happy to do
but
whatever.
it's fine. I'll just jump block Jhin. Get rid of this to deal with the Avrosen Marksman. Interesting, discard effects, or the damage from the discard also applies Gloom. I guess everything in this spell applies Gloom then. Interesting consideration. Anyway, let's drop down the Boom Crew rookie. That's not great. As long as Ezreal survives and is not stunned, it's fine.
I knew you'd find your mark eventually.
And just... Actually, Ezreal is not really in a good position here. Because I wanted to attack with Ezreal, get a Mystic Shot and go from there. But I can't.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
From your canvas art.
I can do double Mystic Shot to save the Ezreal, I suppose.
Nailed it.
There's not even a guarantee he's actually going to
I will give them
target
a
the
show
Ezreal.
to remember.
I should have figured he would anyway. It was obvious. Well, anyway, let's keep clearing the board using the Ezreal. Let's hope the opponent doesn't have anything else to remove the Ezreal with. Like that. This is dealing 2. I need to play 3 cards here. But I can't, so I guess I take the Ezreal dying.
Fired.
And my board getting cleared. Let's stretch for something. Not really what I wanted. I'm keeping control of the board at least. That's lucky too. Please give me a Jinx. I need a Jinx.
You were it in Wilton.
That's decent. At the very least that makes it so
Better run.
the opponent dies eventually to a massive burn.
Is inevitable. I will make it beautiful.
Do you care about
I'll shoot the
playing
wings
something?
off a
Yeah,
wasp.
just like that. Now I have options about what to target with the True Shot Barrage. I feel like these two are better.
Magnificent.
It just dies to the Get Excited next turn. I wonder if he knows that.
I thought you were it in
There's the Jinx, finally. Took a while to show up. Double Jinx, in fact.
I'll do what must be done.
I'm not even going to play around. Let's just close out the game here and be done. That was troublesome. I guess it was because I didn't just play the Jinx on turn 4 and clear most of the opponent's board, deal a bunch of damage to his Nexus. Still, it could have gone better. I'll take the Arachnoid Sentry. Mostly because I'm going to get rid of it here. Is there anything worse in my deck? No, not really. I guess the True Shot Barrage. But it came in relatively handy last time. Now, do I go for Victor? Victor is very hard to deal with. I'm going to go for Victor. I feel like Jinx is one of the few champions that might be able to take on Victor. Because I can just remove him off the board and stop him from being a nuisance right away. Worst case scenario, I'll just get excited him down here. Like, I'll do this. Remove his spell shield. He starts trying to buff up Victor here, right?
I've gathered. Now I feel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yep, he starts trying to buff out Victor. But I just get excited. And deal 10 to it. And he got Deathless on Victor. I am actually going to hold and wait for next turn, because Victor starts off with spell shield anyway, so it's preferable to kill Victor and then kill the Deathless that, or the thing that gets spawned from the Deathless after he spends his Hexcore upgrade trying to play it.
A new era of technology begins.
Actually, it doesn't need to. The cards don't need to resolve. It just gets it off, I guess. I suppose I'll do this. I don't get. Unfortunately, these do double damage but cost 2 more. But it's still decent enough. I stunned Victor here. I set up so that I can play 1 Super Mega Death Rocket. He's going to deal 5 with the Submersible. But next turn I can just clear both the Victor and the Submersible. Unless he rolls Spell Shield here. None of those are Spell Shield, so it's game over for Victor.
Now it's a party.
Let's clear the Victor. Attack with everything. Force the opponent's hand. Okay. Not targeting the Jinx, I guess it doesn't kill the Jinx. Let's do a Pow Pow there. Let's discard the Pow Pow for a card draw. Not really what I wanted. Next turn I intend to go through Shot Barrage, just double up on that 16 damage and close out the game that way. So now he needs to do something about this, and I doubt he can. It's incredible how stupid Victor is. Like, you either have a answer for him on the first or second turn, or it just kills you. I would have died to that Victor if I couldn't remove it right then and there. 2 copies of a card. More Jinxes? More Jinxes. Storm Calling, it's meh. Sweet Solitude. You know what? I'm going to take Sweet Solitude. Just because it's an extra card to discard with Jinx. Same thing with the Thermogenic Beam. Smooth Soloist or a shop. Let's go for the Smooth Soloist. It has a higher chance of giving me a higher rarity power than a shop. Let's toss this Static Shock, keep everything else. My hand is very full. Let's play the Ezreal out.
The world's a big place.
Go from there.
See all.
I'd raise 1,000 soldiers to fight for Shurima.
That's scary.
And servitude.
I can't play Time and Dedication, but I can Jury Rig. Jury Rig. Jump Block. Remove there.
Stand down.
If only I could answer with the Time and Dedication at burst speed, but I can't. I have to take 5 because of it. Annoying. But I'll manage.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Gotcha.
Wait, well, since when does the opponent have that much health?
Carry it with you.
Just said
I am honored.
he has over 90, really? That's a lot of health to shoot through.
Shows of power
It's a bit annoying.
quell our enemies.
Let's drop down the Jinx and just get removal for everything. Yes, 3 mana, he might just play something else here before attacking, and that's going to be his downfall.
Name echoes through every
Yep.
rock, every canyon.
Let's still... or use the Pow Pow there. I'm going to use a Pow Pow there too. Unfortunately, none of them hit the Sandcrafter. That's what I wanted to hit. Because now he can attack and generate 2 Sand Soldiers off of it. Yeah. That's annoying. I have to take an additional 5 here. Well, next turn the opponent's dying. Hopefully. I can do this. I can play to give Ezreal double attack. Get 2 Mystic Shots. The 2 Mystic Shots matter
One shot. All
because that makes killing the opponent a lot easier. Just bam, bam, deal 20. Actually, I have 6 mana, so it's actually deal 40.
charge.
So the opponent's dead. How many turns did this game go on for me to reach 6 mana? I feel like I got there a bit too early. I don't know what gave me 1 extra mana. Maybe one of my units got a crystal carrier off of something. Let's get Mother Rocket Borders. Even though now it's one of the weakest cards in my deck. When you play your 3rd card each round, create a 1-cost wild card in hand. You know what? I'm going to take it just because with the wild cards I can get the one that deals 1 to everything. And that can get very easily turned to 4 to everything if I have a Jinx on board. And here... let's get the True Shot Barrage. It's a little bit too expensive for this deck. We want an aggressive game plan. Viego. Can be bothersome, but it probably won't be. He starts with a Viego on board, which is scary. I just have to keep that in mind. Let's do 1, 1, drop down the Eager Apprentice.
You will serve.
Then refill our spell mana, draw 1.
Wow, did you see that?
We got a wild card. Ooh, wild card with X-Tech Fabricator 2. Very cool. Let's buff that up. We got another one. We got another one. Well, don't mind if I do. That deals 1 to the opponent's nexus and 1 to one of his units every time I play a card. Okay, it's over. So, but it was still a very good turn, especially because I can go for the static shock here. I kill two of the opponent's units. That's the problem. He gets to level up Viego, but it's going to be a while until he gets to that point. He's at 10 now.
The darkness, like hunger, only grows.
I can just Jinx, clear the board.
Fish bones. And then I'm on a roll.
Or set up so that I clear the board with the rockets. Goes up to 16. I'm going to do this. It's a bit too scary. Now let's go for the super mega death rockets. And we have essentially closed out the game because of it. Now even if he drops down the Viego, I just kill it with the cards I have in hand. Pow Pow is a very good card. There's a reason why they didn't print burst speed damage on or burst speed damage spells on the PvP mode. Really, you're killing the Jinx. That's annoying. I'm going to deal 4 to everything though. In fact, I'm going to deal 4 to everything twice. Just to deal a bunch of damage before the Jinx goes away. Without Jinx on board, I need to find a way to close out the game, and I guess it has to be hitting the opponent's nexus the old-fashioned way. I need to save that for the next turn. Use that aggressively. Let's ensure that doesn't stay around to block my unit. Now we just play this guy.
I can do this.
Oh, I can draw more spells. Let's do that. Let's draw more spells.
How can I help?
Ooh, Super Mega Death Rocket is a good hit. That might just be the thing that gets us over the edge and helps us win here. Alongside these stamina dedications being doubled up. Might not look like a lot of damage, but the fact that they buffed up this thing to 7 attack and this thing to 5 matters a lot. completely forgot that the opponent had Vengeance in the deck. That almost cost me the game. Well, Spell Shield, that's great. Now we don't even have to worry about Vengeance anymore. Oh, do I need the Get Excited in my starting hand? Or do I care about the Found Friends? Let's pick up the Found Friends, sure. And I think I already have too many cards in my starting hand, so I don't need to get excited. Let's spend the last of our money on the Epic Shop. Hopefully get an Epic Power. Let's toss that back. I'll keep a Pow Pow and the Eager Apprentice. Decent opening hand. Teemo starts leveled up. Let's buff up my unit. Let's go 1 into pass priority, see what the opponent does. Teemo, obviously. But I wanted him to play Teemo because I want to have a target for the Pow Pow. And I want to play this Eager Apprentice to refill my spell mana.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
I've heard about you.
Let's deal 10 here yet again. Then we deal 2 to everything.
A Vandal Scout never. Another day in the field.
Another Teemo. That's annoying. This kills. It's a maybe. Actually it does, yeah. I was wondering if the double spell damage proc there. Apparently it does. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of ways to stop Teemo from striking the Nexus if he went for an open attack. But fortunately he didn't. So now I just do this and Teemo doesn't get to attack.
We're doing it. I'll scout ahead.
Nope. Yeah, let's get the rest in. It's decent. Now let's double up on the Super Mega Death Rocket. Unfortunately they draw cards when I play them, which is not exactly something I want. Because that just increases the odds of me drawing a buff cap.
Now it's a party.
Ouch. Well, at least I can go for Ezreal here.
Plan. Vandal Scout recruit Ava, ready to learn.
Let's do this. We're not at 6 plus mana yet, so we're not doubling up our spells yet. This is actually better, right? I can play it now. Go for an attack like this. Then deal 10 as well. That should close out the game. Yep, he doesn't have an answer. Good.
Easy. Like my name.
I did take a bit of damage from the buff caps though. It's impressive. The opponent shuffled like only 30 and I still managed to draw 10 of them. Normally the opponents get a lot luckier than I do when it comes to drawing buff caps. But maybe that's just me being biased though. Your first 3 spells or skills each round deal 1 extra damage for each 5 health the enemy nexus is missing. That's the most synergistic thing I could have picked up. Now I'm certain I'll have no problems facing off against the opponents, even if it's an Evia. Do I want to keep the Pawpaws in hand, or do I want to replace them with something else? You know what? Jinx is going to turn every card in my hand into a Pawpaw, so it doesn't matter if I keep them in hand or not. And here I can play the Jinx on the first turn anyway.
Eternal winter.
So I should probably let the opponent just play whatever. Spend all this mana here. 5. Let's let him play at something else again. Okay, now that he's at 3, I feel like I can go drop down the Jinx. Just distribute a bunch of damage through all of his units. Ooh, Super Mega Death Rocket summoning a unit is huge. Means that blocking the opponent is going to be significantly easier with these extra units. To all enemies. And then this deals 28 to a unit. That's funny.
Just as I hypothesized.
I think I'll just do this here, because that sets Anivia to an egg. And this is actually going to reduce the amount of stats on Anivia, because when she revives she won't get the buff from being summoned and being leveled up.
Is our time.
Yep.
No better place than Targon.
It's unfortunate that my first card is going to be, or my first spell is going to be wasted there. Just dealing 13 to something, or when it should be dealing 30. But I think this is fine. Ooh, deal 22 to everything. I think I'm going to save that.
Journey starts here.
Yeah. If the opponent wants to attack, that's fine. I'll deal 22 to everything. This is my third spell. So my spells no longer benefit from it. Or apparently they do. In that case I'm going to close out the game. I must have miscounted the number of spells. Well, anyway. Mystic Shot, Time Winder, Augmented Experimenter. Mystic Shot, definitely. It's a card that's already in my deck anyway, so I know for a fact it's good. Now for Trundle. Trundle's going to be easier than Anivia. Definitely. Anivia is a much scarier fight. Let's keep the Boom Crew Rookie. And the Jinx, toss everything else. Every other card in my deck is just here for fodder. Ooh. I'm actually... that changes things up. Now I want to go Ezreal.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
A true Freljordian welcome.
That's annoying. Let's deal 8 the opponent's Nexus.
Firing.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
Let's attack. This deals 10. Actually, this is enough to kill the Trundle. 10 into 8, apparently. 1 mana actually means 8 damage. Cool. And now I'm just going to play whatever. Double rally when Ezreal dies. It sure is going to be relevant. Do I play the wild card before Jinx? I think so, actually. Nah, let's just drop down the Jinx. I'll get a wild card anyway after playing her. Ooh, we captured the Trundle.
Doing it.
The Scuttle Crab. Or the Scrap Scuttler, I mean. Lucky me.
Footprints here.
Let's play the Super Mega Death Rocket. Since their damage scales by a lot every time I play one. First one deals 18, the second one deals 22. Fortunately I can't play any more spells, so I have to pass the turn. Let's give priority to the opponent, let him play something.
Winter take you.
Well, this is just lethal. Bam! Just like that, 74 damage to the opponent's Nexus. Aurelion Sol is going to be a breeze. I can understand why they make it Jinx so strong. She is a popular character after all. Ravenous Flock, Piltovan Tailstones or more Ezreals? Yeah, sure, more Ezreals. Jinx is significantly better, but I won't turn down an Ezreal. Though I might only be able to win if I get Jinx in my opening hand here. I got Jinx in my opening hand here, it's fine. There's an Aurelion Sol. Let's go for the Ezreal.
Time for a true display of skill.
Start buffing the Ezreal up. Let's wildcard for 2 everything actually. I'm doing this just to give Ezreal another item.
That's quite enough.
Really? That's annoying. I was counting on getting the extra Mystic shot off of the Ezreal here.
Must give you more fangs.
Oh well. I suppose I'll just try to clear the Aurelion Sol here. I won't clear him here. Actually, no, I will. This deals 6 to unit, even at 0 mana. Funny. Anyway, that's frightening. Especially Fell Shield. I'm going to have to use my Pow Pows to deal with that thing. Maybe if he plays something before attacking. He doesn't play something before attacking. And my Pow Pows deal 36 damage for 2 mana. That's the worst outcome. At least I'll still only take 12. I'm not pleased with this. I could have won without taking a single point of damage if I didn't roll the faulty blasting sigil. Well, that's a waste on the opponent's rally. Lucky me. How do I want to do this? Let's do it like this. This forces the rally from the opponent, but at the very least it doesn't give him an opportunity to answer. Ooh, and it also hits Scout on the Azrael, so I get potentially 2 Mystic Shots out of this.
Oh, that's
Not like it matters, because this Mystic Shot alone is enough to close out the game.
Firing.
That was
Like my name.
very simple. Still fun though, just blasting the opponents for a billion damage from hand with spells. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.